mandating some kind of system or whatever increases their chances for success in the United States. It helps to know the language. You know, I will hire you if you can speak English. Well, actually, you don't have to. Not for the work I ask for. That's terrible what I just said. I don't even know what I meant. Kat,
yes.
Stephen Miller is the perfect Hollywood villain. He could leave DC right now and pick up any role he wants.
Absolutely. The way that he was arguing is kind of the way that I argue, which is really effective. You don't necessarily have to believe what you're saying.
Yeah.
Just the essence of it. And I'm talking about in my personal life. But if you get performative enough and you sound good enough, the other person will either A, just believe you, or B, get a little tired of watching your little skit and not talk. And you'll feel like you've won, which is really enough oftentimes. But
you gotta love Acosta's 3 M's too.
Yes.
It was Muslim, Mexicans, and media, but he really meant me, is what he meant. Me. It's about me.
the way that people argue this was ridiculous. I mean, I don't like cutting the number of green cards in half. I have plenty of issues with this policy. However, people quoting the poor, tired, huddled masses thing as if the poem on the Statue of the Liberty is the law. Like, poems on statues aren't the law. I didn't know if, like, that's some groundbreaking idea.
But maybe they should be. Yeah. Maybe poems should be law. That's a great comment. No, it's not. No, it's not. You know, some people can't get in. Maybe they can stay and help improve their country and then come. I don't know. Just a thought. Still to come. The president is taking a 2.5-week vacation. So what's the media going to do? I suggest ping pong. It's low impact and easy on the joints.
Americans, 83% try to eat healthy, yet up to 90% fall short in getting key nutrients from food alone. Let's do more. Add 1-A-Day 50 Plus, a complete multivitamin with 100% daily value of more than 15 key nutrients. 1-A-Day 50 Plus.
Everyone has got a dream. You know what I mean?
Hey, is this our turn? Honey. Our turn?
Yeah, we go left right here.
Great adventures are still out there. We'll find them at our Subaru Outback.
Love. It's what makes a Subaru. A Subaru.
Get 0% APR financing for 63 months on all new 2017 Subaru Outback models, now through August 31st.
I was recently diagnosed with diabetes, and my dry skin was a thing that alerted my doctor to my condition.
Gold Bond Diabetics Dry Skin Relief. 90% saw noticeable skin improvement in 1 hour.
My skin feels nourished, healthy.
Ditching the cover-up for good? That's cool. Showing off my arms? That's cool.
Being comfortable without a shirt? That's cool.
Getting the body you want without surgery, needles, or downtime?
That's impossible.
Cool Sculpting is the only FDA-cleared, non-invasive treatment that targets and freezes away stubborn fat cells. Visit CoolSculpting.com today and register for a chance to win a free treatment.
When this bell rings, it starts a chain reaction that's heard throughout the connected business world. AT&T Network Security helps protect business from the largest financial markets to the smallest transactions by sensing cyber attacks in near real time and automatically deploying countermeasures, keeping the world of business connected and protected. That's the power of AM.
You know you get free courses, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's back at Ruby Tuesday. For just $13.99, enjoy our endless garden bar choice of 300 favorites and 2
Oh,
stunning upset at the World Championships in London, Usain Bolt finished third behind Americans Justin Gatlin and Christian Coleman. It was the first time in nearly a decade that Bolt was beaten in an individual race. The 30-year-old says he still plans to retire. I'm Robert Gray. Now back to the Greg Gutfeld Show.
He's taking a break to eat well-done steak. President Trump began his 17-day vacation on Friday to enjoy some time at his New Jersey golf club, which leaves us with one question. What will we do? What possibly can we focus on if it's not President Trump? 17 whole days, that's 408 hours, 24,408 minutes. What will we do? Should we finish that stack of books we've been meaning to read? Should we learn that new recipe? Should we create world peace? Should I finally finish that hole I've been digging in my basement? The one for Scott. We will have so much time. Anything is possible. But the bigger question is, what will the media do with no Trump to obsess over?
Maybe make a movie with cash. Budget 10. Easier to spend. I'm excited to work with you.
There is no way we can make this film.
Open this. If you don't make this movie, I'll ruin you.
I like those things.
What?
Yeah, sure. This August, only on Edvix.
For my constipation, my doctor recommended I switch laxatives. Stimulant laxatives make your body go by forcefully stimulating the nerves in your colon. Miralax is different. It works with the water in your body to hydrate and soften, unblocking your system naturally. Miralax.
Nick was born to move. Not necessarily after two toddlers had found a friend. Lower back pain won't stop infantry. Because of the doctor's first class, he got a recommendation for our best custom-fit orthotic to relieve his foot, knee, and lower back pain from being on his feet by reducing shock and stress in his body at every step. So without words, God's
handing us more than that. They're funding their business. And while we make more e-commerce deliveries to homes than anyone else in the country, we never forget that your business is our business. The United States Postal Service. Priority, you. Can chickens do everything well? So what? Step 1, clean. Step 2, whiten. Press those clean. 6 times cleaning. 6 times white.
Let our expert stylist at Men's Warehouse help you find your best look during our buy one, get one free sale. Plus, take an additional 40% off clearance. Men's Warehouse. You're going to like the way you look. Life happens everywhere. Never even know. Only happens here. The tools and restoration specialists at 1-800-SERVCO and SERVCO.com. People come to the Caribbean for its translucent waters. You think of over the water villas, over the water chapel, over the water bar, over the water restaurants, over and above anything you could ever imagine. Sandals, the world's only 5-star luxury and cruise resorts. Call 1-800-SANDALS.
Create wealth through capital appreciation. And this has been denied to many South Africans for generations. This is an opportunity to right that wrong. The idea was to bring capital into the affordable housing space in South Africa with a fund that offers families of modest income, safe and good accommodation. The city got involved very early on and showed an enormous commitment, and that gave other investors confidence. The city is really unique because it brings deep understanding of what's happening in Africa. I really believe you only live once, and so you need to take an idea that you have and to go for it. You have the opportunity to say, I've been part of the creation of over 27,000 units of housing, and to replicate this across the entire African continent.
Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words, they'll kill you. It's true, free speech can be physically harmful, according to a professor, Lisa Feldman Barrett, who in the New York Times suggested that colleges be careful who they invite to speak on campus because some speech causes stress that can damage your nervous system. I know, huh? She uses Milo Yiannopoulos as an example, calling his brand of speech noxious and adding there's nothing to be gained by debating him, except maybe a debate, you moron. Thankfully, I mean, it's a debate. Thankfully, Tucker Carlson, you might know him, good friend of mine, invited the professor on his show. He asks her who gets to decide which speech is dangerous. Bear in mind, we're giving you the short answer here.
A reasonable person is fearful for their own safety or the safety of someone else. That classifies as hateful speech.
How do you decide what a reasonable person is? Perhaps I feel... A reasonable person... Hold on, maybe I feel
I think I'm a reasonable person. Should we, consign you to the hate speech bin? I mean, what does that even mean?
Reasonable person is actually a concept in the U.S. law. It's a concept that's used by judges and lawyers and other legal actors to make legal decisions.
I got 30 seconds. Define what it means.
A reasonable person is the average person.
You know the best thing about all of that is just Tucker Carlson's face.
Yeah.
I've said it before. It's like a dog staring at a tumbling dryer. He just like this. The whole time. It's amazing. It's like a work of art. He's the only person on TV, I believe, that actually listens to the person. You ever notice that? He's just like this. Just like this. Cat, you cover a lot of campus stories. Do you think words cause stress?
Sure, I guess. There's words that can be stressful. Language could be stressful. Being around certain language could be stressful. But you know what's more stressful? Being in North Korea, where you're not allowed to say what you want without fear of being arrested. I mean, come on. Why would you want to give up free speech because, sometimes someone says something annoying or a little distressing? It's really not a fair trade. And if you think it is and that's what you want, then go to North Korea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, Tyler says... This woman is so clueless that she's unaware her argument can be used against her, which is exactly what Tucker did.
I mean, the only thing I was waiting for Tucker to do was, like, to quote Scooby-Doo, like, huh? Like, what are you... Like, what's a reasonable person, an average person? Have you met an average person? I mean, unless the speech is something like, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming supporting Paris and my political views.
She went on Twitter to talk to the airline. Basically, she faked. She narked on these flight attendants, of which the airlines have never been able to track. So she justified this ghoulish behavior, which is basically secret police behavior. She went to their employers, to complain about a conversation she wasn't even a part of. She overheard that nosy person. She's not even it's so disgusting. What a smarmy. Oh, she said the reason why she did this was to raise awareness and make people better. No, it was attention seeking. She's a sick person.
I'd like to take back what I just said. I consider Lena Dunham to be hate speech.
Opportunity sales event.
with full advantage. Choose from the EIS Turbo, ES350, or MX Turbo for $299 a month for 36 months if you're leasing.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. 80% of your car distinct scratch could be prevented with the right steps.
Take it from me. Every step counts. Obey your aspirin regimen is one of those steps in helping prevent another spill. Be sure to talk to your doctor before you begin your aspirin regimen.
60% of women are wearing the wrong size pack and experience leaks. Introducing Always My Fit. Find the number that's right for your flow and panty size on the top of any Always pack. The better the fit, the better it protects. Always.
Finally, partner. Our own office. Selfie? Yeah, that's in the background. Best day ever.
When the unexpected strikes,
Don't worry, we've got you covered.
Hartford strikes back. This is Jim. He's a proud hotel owner. But Jim is frustrated. The Rabbit Breeders Convention has come to town, and none of the visitors stay in his amazing hotel. Why should you care? Well, they looked on popular websites that don't have his hotel. So you wouldn't have found it either. However, on Trivago, you never rely on one or even several websites because Trivago searches more than 200 of them. That way you find your ideal hotel for the best price. The visitors, rabbits, and Jim like that about Trivago, and so should you. Hotel Trivago.
Eric and Laura Trump on Hannity.
They would rather see this country fail than see my father succeed.
It's quite frankly insulting to the American voters.
It's time to get smart about home security. Introducing Floodlight Cam by Ring, a motion-activated security light with an HD camera.
Don't even think about it.
That lets you know when anyone steps on your property. Illuminate every corner of your home with a ring of security. Smart enough to detect people and objects.
Hey, girls.
With Floodlight Cam, you can stop crime before it happens. Protecting your home has never been easier. Now that's security in a whole new light.
You're unique. That's why your mattress should be made just for you. Go to helixsleep.com/TV, take the 2-minute sleep quiz, and we'll use your answers to custom build your Helix mattress. Each layer customized just for you. Your mattress will arrive in a week. You get a 100-night sleep trial at 1/3 the price of retail. And right now, you can save an additional $50. Start customizing your mattress at helixsleep.com/TV.
You can just run the during your coverage and never infected use of it. It's just a simple software engineering idea. Put all of the networks, also maintenance, support, and trust. Join the 23rd Congress, strengthen families and communities.
Like an excuse for men to celebrate maleness, and don't they get to do that enough already? Well, celebrating maleness means remembering the heroic men who saved the world from Nazi domination, then actually, no, Marie Claire, we don't do that enough. Just for the sake of argument, let's do it their way and make a more balanced cast. Would Bridesmaids be better if half of them were men?
Probably.
A League of Their Own was about an all-girl baseball team. But I wonder if Lou Dobbs would have been better in the Madonna role. And I still think Joe Camel would have been better as the shark in Jaws. Luckily, moviegoers made Dunkirk #1 in its first 2 weekends in theaters, meaning more people paid to see A Tale of Heroism than the poop emoji. My faith in humanity is restored. Okay, Dave. When you see Dunkirk #1, does that mean the PC pendulum is swinging the other way? Is this a good sign?
Yeah, it actually is a good sign. You know, the fact that white, heterosexual, cisgendered men can get jobs.
To swing. Do you want men showing up at Wonder Woman's, what was her Wonderful Woman land?
Yeah, I don't even know where that is, but I get it.
Actually, I wouldn't mind being like the one dude on the island. Old breeder Tyrus. Hi, guys. Here's my wheelchair.
Just a related thought is that I would like to do an experiment. Identify like a dozen social justice warriors, people who work at Jezebel, people in college or not, and track their careers. Where do they go? Do people hire these bozos who get angry about this? Because no one would want to hire somebody this sensitive.
Well, I think Lena Dunham show, she has that show Girls.
Yeah.
Should all be guys.
Too many girls and girls.
Yes. Final thoughts next.
Now you can have everything. And your family can too. The 2017 Mitsubishi Outlander with standard third-row seating, one of America's safest crossovers, well-equipped for under $24,000. Get up to $2,000 cash back or 0% APR for 72 months on select models.
I could try to describe IHOP's new French toasted donuts. I could say French toasting a donut and topping it with crispy hickory smoked bacon or sweet glazed strawberries makes it unbelievably delicious. And I could go on and on about how French toasting
think that a wall affects green card policy. You couldn't possibly believe that, do you? Actually, the notion that you actually think immigration is at a historic low, the foreign-born population in the United States today, Jim,
on Monday, talking about how border crossings.
do you really, I want to be serious, Jim, do you really at CNN not know the difference between green card policy and illegal immigration?
Are we just going to bring in people from Great Britain and Australia?
Jim, it's actually, I am shocked at your statement that you think that only people from Great Britain and Australia would know English. It's so insulting to millions of hard-working immigrants who do speak English from all over the world. Jim, have you honestly never met an immigrant from another country who speaks English outside of Great Britain and Australia? Is that your personal experience?
Of course there are people who come.
But that's not what you said, and it shows your cosmopolitan bias. And I just want to say,
you're trying to engineer the racial and ethnic flow of people into this country.
Yeah, that is one of the most outrageous, insulting, ignorant, and foolish things you've ever said. The notion that you think that this is a racist thing is so wrong and so insulting. The United States has the largest immigrant population in the world, and we're home to 20% of all of the world's immigrants. Giving low-skilled and non-English-speaking immigrants depresses wages for American workers here and explodes the welfare state. This doesn't put America first. Apparently, Acosta wants to put himself first. He tried to take a little victory lap after getting mauled by Miller. Here's what he said on this situation.
I think at times it's laid out as an unhealthy situation in what I call the three M's, the Mexicans, the Muslims, and the media. The policies tend to be crafted around bashing one of those three groups, and you just see it time and again.
No, I don't know Acosta personally. He's probably a decent guy, but he's a hot dog. He's crossed the line between being an objective White House reporter to a self-serving political pundit advocating his own agenda. Now, there's room for that on cable news, but not in the White House press room. And that's tonight's What is Race. We're used to the mainstream media getting it wrong on President Trump, as well as the pollsters. The latest numbers show him with an all-time low approval rating. But then you look at the rally he had this week, and it reminded why he got elected.
I didn't come to Washington for me. I came to Washington for all of you. That I can tell you. Your dreams are my dreams. Your hopes are my hopes. And your future is what I'm fighting for each and every day. The Russia story is a total fabrication. It's just an excuse for the greatest loss in the history of American politics. That's all it is. What the prosecutors should be looking at are Hillary Clinton's 33,000 deleted emails. Democrat lawmakers will have to decide. They can continue their obsession with the Russian hoax, or they can serve the interests of the American people. Try winning at the voter booth. Try winning at the voter booth. Not going to be easy, but that's the way you're supposed to do it. Most people know there were no Russians in our campaign. There never were. We didn't win because of Russia. We won because of you. Have you seen any Russians in West Virginia or Ohio or Pennsylvania? Are there any Russians here tonight? Any Russians?
So the president's working class bill is shooting that up. Is that showing what real Americans are feeling? So joining me now for a Beltway battle, Democratic consultant Marjorie Clifton and Bree Payton, staff writer at the Federalist. So Bree, when you look at that video and you see President Trump just swimming out there with that beautiful crowd, he has a very strong bond with his army of supporters, and the media can't do anything about that bond, and it just drives them crazy.
Yeah, I mean, all throughout the election, all of their coverage said, America, you will vote for Hillary Clinton and she will win. And America said no, and now I think they're upset about it, and they're trying to take it out on Americans, right? And we've seen a lot of
snotty attitude, a lot of snotty remarks coming from reporters. I mean, just earlier this week, the Boston Globe did this story where they lamented the fact that some of the best viewing spots for the solar eclipse just happen to be in areas that overwhelmingly voted for Donald Trump. I mean, that's totally insane, right? Being upset that people who voted for Donald Trump will happen to live in areas where they're going to get to see a solar eclipse. I mean, they're stretching so hard in order to insult these people, right? And I think it's because they're a little bit salty about what happened.
No, they're salty, and like you said, they're very snotty. Speaking of snotty reporters, Marjorie, I want to call your attention to a guy named Stuart Rothenberg. He's kind of a Beltway establishment pollster. He said this when he was talking about, President Trump wants to cut legal immigration by half and bring in English-speaking immigrants. He said lots of people in West Virginia can't support themselves and speak English, and then doubled down when he was called out on it, and he said, of course they're hardworking, they mean well, just close-minded, provincial, angry, and easily misled. My wife's dad was a coal miner in Pennsylvania. I mean, how out of touch is that from a Beltway guy? I've been throwing in my wife's dad was a coal miner. That's like saying I'm not racist, my dentist is black. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it sounds like on both sides of the aisle there are a lot of people really just focused on themselves and not really toned up to what they're saying, because what I'm hearing in all of these different exchanges is a lot of name-calling, a lot of yelling, and a lot of things that are turning a lot of Americans off to politics right now. And what we know to be true is that in terms of the media, it's been somewhat redefined in that everyone finds media sources and outlets that echo the things they already believe. Their belief systems are shaped by the media, whether it leans left or whether it leans right. But all in all, we're not thinking about the whole picture. We're making issues very black and white, which they're not.
Well,
things like Russia and things like immigration.
Tune in to CNN because they're tuning into a place where they get something that they already believe. Because if they already believe that, then Trump wouldn't have won the election. Marjorie, let me tell you this. The economy last month created 100,000 jobs. That's a lot of jobs created. The GDP number was very strong. There's been a lot of announcements by companies about creating jobs and manufacturing plants in the United States. Is that the winning that's being overlooked by the mainstream media?
We haven't really seen any policies passed in the new administration. Again, I don't see that as winning on anyone's part.
Well, you don't see job creation as winning?
And the job creation numbers have been steadily about in that same range for the past 5 years. And
President Trump so stupid. Jobs since he's been elected. Consumer confidence is at a 16-year high. Stock market's at an all-time high.
Obama has everybody in the food stamp.
Came out of nowhere. Bree, I'll give you the last word.
Yeah, I was just going to say, something that is unique and interesting about the Trump administration is that he doesn't necessarily have to do concrete things like legislation in order to get results. And we're seeing this with the border, right? Not a single brick of the wall has been set that he has promised us.
And border crossings
are down
way
53%.
down. Exactly,
right.
just based on rhetoric and enforcement alone. But we would like to see a few replace Obamacare and tax relief. Ladies, I gotta run. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Another week, another leak. Is it time to lock up these traitors? What is world investigates? And later, I take the immigration debates on Lady Liberty. When people do come into this country, do you think we should just let anybody in, or we should have some qualifications about who we bring in?
I think you should have a really good immigration process.
Peanuts! Peanuts? Kidding, this guy's selling peanuts? I used to eat peanuts. I also used to wear diapers. Pistachios where it's at, right? I mean, who wants to eat a food that starts with P and ends with nuts? Peanuts! Pistachios!
Yeah, she does purr. Best bike I ever owned.
No, you're never alone, because our claims reps are available 24/7. We even cover accessories and custom parts.
We did get an early start. Took the kids to soccer practice.
You want me to dump that cactus?
All right. That lady's awesome.
I don't see a possum.
Back support. If you need it, you know it. Introducing CopperFit Back Pro, the ultimate compression gun for maximum lower back muscle support.
I played 20 years in the National Football League. No one took a beating like I did. As soon as I put on CopperFit, I could feel the support. Oh, yeah. This feels good.
Designed to provide everyday support, comfort,